Hello. Hiya everyone. This is not live today. This is recorded on Monday the 23rd of March. I'm going to do a few of these so that when we do eventually go into lockdown, which is inevitable and something we've all got to live with, then I'll have a little stockpile of them so I can still put them online every day, hopefully. And if not, I'll just come to you from my living room and waffle about something. I don't know yet. I can't sing or play the guitar, so that's that out of the way. Anyway, I'm still in Sefton Park and I want to just show you this absolutely beautiful place. Sefton Park itself is gorgeous, as we know, but one of the jewels in the crown, quite literally, is this gorgeous palm house. And when I say the crown, there's a story linked to that. So I'm going to turn this around and tell you some more. There you go. Now, is that beautiful or what? That's Sefton Park Palm House. It was given to the city, or paid for the city, by a guy called Henry Yates Thompson, who was the equivalent of a Victorian millionaire, and he'd travel the world. He'd gather his bits of tropical plants and he'd bring them back here, and he built the palm house especially for the people. Really, really lovely. And lots of people growing up in Liverpool remember this well. It has a big banana tree and some of the most beautiful species of tropical plants. Now, little George Harrison would come here when he was a kid, and his father would teach him how to identify all the trees and plants, not just the tropical ones, everything in this gorgeous park. And so George had a real soft spot for it, a real affinity for the palm house. So when he heard it was in a state of disrepair after years of neglect, he helped pay to restore it all. We came here on a George Harrison day, and just when it was restored, I think sadly George had already passed away, and we had a children's choir singing. It was quite moving. There's quite a few of you online here with me now who were there. So Ali and Jean, we really had a great time that day. But one of the things that happened is it was raining quite heavily, and just as the children started singing "Here Comes the Sun came out. Really lovely. So George set up a fund with the profits or the royalties from the album Living in the Material World. Various charities benefit, and Sefton Park Palm House is one of those. If Emma Quinn's watching, our memories of Sefton Park Palm House aren't the best, to be fair. Beautiful as it is, and beautiful as the Beatles connections are. Emma and I used to work here as event coordinators. I was her assistant, and we had a laugh, but we also had some tough times as well, so we won't go into that. We'll talk about that privately again over a pint when everything's back to normal. But this is it. This is Sefton Park Palm House. Really quite lovely. And I said before about the royal connection, because when they were filming the series of Victoria, the last episode of the last season is when Prince Albert very proudly opens up the Crystal Palace in London. But of course that doesn't exist anymore, so they filmed it all here in Liverpool instead. I just was round to show you. You're in my car, of course. And this is what the park looks like. So, toilet rolls, yeah. They're probably worth more than my car at the moment. And look at those blue skies. That thing over there, we haven't seen it for a while. That's called the sun. It's gorgeous. So the minute everybody has to stay in, the weather changes and it goes really lovely. So there's a couple just sat having a picnic. And life going on. But everybody's staying sensible, I hope. So I'll whiz this round again, and I'll just say a goodbye. But like I said, this one's not live. It's going out to you it's Monday the 23rd, and so far we're all safe and well. So you got me back again now. I don't know what to call these little broadcasts. I'm not going outside. I'm staying in my car where I'm not breathing in anybody else's air or, socially distancing to the max. I'll be going home again soon. But yeah, maybe we need a name for these. I wish I had Paul McCartney sat there, like carpool karaoke. So it's not a carpool because there's only me and I'm not singing karaoke. So let's have some suggestions about what I can call these little broadcasts from my car. Anyway, everybody, stay safe, stay well, stay positive and stay in. Love you all. Bye bye.